Okay guys, welcome back. We're just down in one of our yards. We've had a really big heap of compost delivered in. So I'm going to try this. It's Exide Digestate. We're going to spread it on the fields where the maize goes. Just all adding that carbon back into the soil basically. And at the moment we're just down here picking up some of our fines, or sawdust I should say, because a customer who has a briquette making machine wants to try. He's going to try and start using this from his own production, and he wants to, before he invests in bins, he wants to see how long it takes to dry. So we're using our biomass boiler to dry that this time rather than wood chip. So yeah, all good. Been sat here over winter, so it's probably pretty wet inside. The ground is so sodden at the moment. The roots seem to be growing in it. He's leaving a nice bit on the floor so we don't try and pick up any muck in it. So bringing the chipper in now, we're going to get it worked on, see if we can solve these bolts with a bit of Loctite on them. Okay, that's the front of the chipper taken off, and we can get the bolts under here. We'll take them all off one by one, and we got some thread Loctite here, which will hopefully do the job. So we'll have a crack at that and see how that comes on. Put a bar on each one and really tighten them up and just keep an eye on it basically. Okay guys, there's the new sign on the side, which I think is quite nice, because our little tiny stickers there don't really show you much. I should really get the whole of that cab kind of deckled up, but need to find somewhere where I can do that. But there's a local sign writer in the village, he's done that by hand, which is quite good. So we'll get the Nissan done that way too. He also said put a QR code on the back so people can scan the QR code and it takes you straight to our website. You know, take a photo of the back, because we can't really fit anything on the back there. That was quite a nice little idea of him, so that would be good. Right, so taking this bolt out, the threads look pretty good there. Focus. You can see the back half where it's gripping this front part that's on the bearing there. Just a bit loose. Let's have a look this side. That's loose there. So those bearings are, it's almost like they're too big for the thing, but anyway, let's put the Loctite on then. Okay, Dave, you put the Loctite on. Bar. One more. What's the best size it's going to go? So Dave's just playing with his new toy, forwarding grab. Learning, I think you might say. Dave's already got envy. Yeah, we're definitely getting a little bit of tractor and trailer envy there, but I'm going to apply for the Farming Technology Fund. So that trailer is just what we want, really. Although to be fair, Dave's not doing too bad. He's got a load on the case, and it's doing a job. Could do with a bit of TLC on one or two of the rams, we think, a little bit of leakage, but otherwise it's doing okay. So there it is. It's probably a lot quicker doing this than having to get up 2 people, but yeah, working all right. It's got some good strength in that crane. No legs down or anything. Alright guys, Monday morning now. We're just doing a bin change. We dried that sawdust. I actually wasn't that impressed with how it came out. It was quite patchy. The guy who's going to take it for briquettes, I don't think he's going to accept it, so I'll show you that pile. He is just bringing in a whole load more sawdust there that he's got. They're trying to get it in the bin, but it doesn't look like he's got the machine which is long enough, so we'll probably have to get the other machine through. Okay, that's the chip, which I'm just looking at this, I can tell it's as dry as it's nice and crispy. And this is the sawdust. There's some real damp patches in it, so yeah, that's just not going to go. We're going to have to put that back in the bin and try again, but we'll use one of these V bins. Maybe that was the problem. We'll use the false floor ones this time, see if it gives us a better drive. So we found some fertilizer extensions for loading up, so that should give us enough to get over the top there. So guys, I bit the billet, then we've got another saw. This is a professional one. I was mucking about with a sort of garden one before and it was just no good, so hopefully that will give us a choice there. We've got a big saw down there for doing big stuff, and this is just for small trimming work and what have you. It's not the the range which is for landowners or whatever they call it, because someone told me that will only do about 50 saws, so this is a professional one. So yeah, hopefully that will last us a good length of time and we see how we go. So that's their trailer empty and all that is fitted nicely into this bin, so we'll put that on for drying, see how long that takes to do basically. Yeah. Okay, so the guys are just getting the crane ready. We've got a little job to do with it, so let's go and take a look. There was quite a lot of pipe work that needed sorting out the back. So quite a lot of pipe work here, and it's all sorting out. But we put it onto the back of the cab there. So that's that. Are we going to put our new rotator, our other rotator grab on it, Dave, or keep with this one?
Wasn't going to yet.
You're going to keep using this, eh?
So bust this one first.
Okay. Shouldn't take long.
No.
So here's the machine now. They spent a bit of time yesterday sorting out some of these pipes. There's still quite a bit to do. You see it's a bit of a mess. And put it on a stick there so we can operate out the cab. Dave said he really wanted these all in line, so he's going to have to one day take each one off, unjumble it, and then put it on. But they also just did a little bit of work trying to keep these pipes in here. There's an extender there, so just strapping them all up. And yeah, we'll take her out on the job. Okay guys, we've got a nice little job here for our 5150 that I'm just sitting at the moment. I'm just going to drop off to hook this bin trailer, and Ben's brought his chipper in. It's the 8400K, which is the crane fed option. I'm just going to see if we can run it on this tractor with a little bit more horsepower that we've got out of this girl. So yeah, I'll drop off this, go up there, have a look. I've had a quick look at the machine. I can see it's a lot more chunky, much more heavier built than our version, even though it takes the same size logs, and it's got a separate blower, separate pump for the flywheel, and a separate one for the deck. So all the extra horsepower this one's going to have is just going to be sucked up running the flywheel, I imagine, and the deck. So we're probably not going to chip any faster with it, but it would be nice to see just what if you can run it. Anyway, there we are. Right, so there we are, guys. It has got power assisted flap deck that comes up and down. The whole deck will have a rotor on it, chain deck. It has got a blower in the back, which is what this is. It runs the flywheel. I mean, that hydraulic tank is about twice the volume of ours, I'd imagine. Yeah, you can move that about. So it's going to take up every single little bit of horsepower. He's got 180 horsepower on that tractor. So just everything is beefed up on this machine. Much bigger tyres, much bigger frame. Yeah, air brakes. Just the whole works here. Looks a much more substantial bit of kit, basically. pretty impressed with how that operated. I was really quite worried that would not at all, but it didn't seem to drag the tractor down that much. So we're just going to try it on his voucher, which is whatever, 180. So, you know, substantially more than what we've got here, another 60 horse or whatever. So yeah, that's just going to be an interesting one. But very impressed with how far it threw the chip. Our other chippers just doesn't throw it far. All of the metal on that is absolutely substantial. Really well built bit of kit, heavy duty. So yeah, what a beast.